to find some help for Uncle Octavius and Pim. Oh! You look like just the sort of heroic warrior I could use. My family's farm is facing some goblin problems right now, and I'm worried my uncle is going to do something terrible. Does that sound like something you could help with? My Uncle Octavius is going to hire some hunters to cull the goblins, but the goblins haven't done anything deserving a full cull yet. Pim says there's a reason for the goblins' behavior, and I believe her. She's a goblin researcher. Pim's taken special interest in the 2 tribes which have camps near our farm. She talks about goblins like they're the best thing in all of Westweald. Go talk to Pim. I'm sure she'd pay you for your help. I think Pim was going to meet with my uncle, so you might be able to find her at the family farm near Gray's Hollow. I really hope you can help the situation before things get too bad. I don't have a clue. They've never been this angry before. My uncle and the other farmers can forgive a few sheep here and there, but they'll lose everything if the goblins continue like this. They're not hungry. Anything they kill is left where it is. I'd say the goblins are sending us a message, but no one on the farms has done anything. Pim checked. I can't blame the farmers for being nervous.
That goblin just attacked me, Pim. My niece is missing. I'm hiring the hunters.
Give me more time. I can figure out what's upsetting them. I can calm them down.
Sorry, Goblin Researcher. Looks like I won.
Hiring hunters isn't the way to solve this problem. I know that goblins can be unnerving if you aren't used to them, but wiping out 2 camps is going too far. Do you have a moment to help me with this goblin problem? These goblins are more aggressive than usual. It's almost as if they're getting ready for war. When goblins fight, they make trouble for everyone. Goblins aren't stupid, though. They wouldn't get this aggressive without a cause. If searching through a few goblin camps to see what's upsetting them is all it takes to stop a tragedy from happening, I'll do it. Come with me? There's a bitterfish camp not too far. I have some funding left over. You can have it if you help. It'll be hard to miss the bitterfish's camp. It's just west of here. Look for the campfire. Or walk until you smell fish. Watching the goblins and studying their mannerisms would be a lot easier if their camps didn't smell so strongly. I'm not sure, really. Signs of a struggle? Maybe a disturbance of some sort? It takes more than you think to get an entire camp this angry, let alone 2. I'm familiar with this bitterfish camp. I should be able to tell when something's amiss. Same way you study anything else, I guess. I keep my distance and observe the goblins from afar. Sometimes they get comfortable enough with my presence that I can move closer. But I never disturb their lives or interfere with what they're doing. What we'll be doing won't strictly be research. We'll be intervening for a good cause. This time, we'll make our observations and inquiries from within the goblin camps. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with my research's integrity. Keep your gold, Octavius. My friend and I are going to fix this.
Do what you have to, but don't blame me, Pym.
Try not to call too much attention to yourself. I don't want to stress the goblins more than necessary. Oh no! They're shaman? Oh, look at the wounds! Goblin weapons don't cause trauma like that. Normally there's an incredible totem in this shrine. Where is it? Goblins never move their totems. The missing totem and the shaman. It's all so horrid. But we should talk over what we found. Losing a shaman is enough to cause uncertainty within a goblin camp. But losing their totem too? No wonder this camp is so violent. I have some theories, but nothing conclusive. Nothing good. The missing totem is already enough to get the goblins angry and mobile. But the dead shaman explains the chaos. They're scared and unorganized. Desperate. We can't. Not without their totem. Until they get it back, they won't appoint a new shaman. And whatever happened to the previous one seems suspicious to me. We should investigate the Sharptooth camp next. It's just southeast of Gray's Hollow. Goblins are highly territorial. That's why the Sharptooth camp is a little ways away from the Spitterfish goblin camp. Still, they're nearer than most other goblin tribes, and that makes for interesting research. You'll see what I mean. They're not as frightened of other creatures. I suppose having a camp near Gray's Hollow will do that. They do tend to get into more mischief because they're not as intimidated by the farms, but they're also not as reactionary. scouted around and the goblins look agitated here too. Let's see what we can find. Oh gods, not here too. The totem is gone and the shaman is dead. A rusty knife? It's not one of the goblins. See the handle? Much too big for them. This can't be coincidence.
Hello? Is someone there? I need help.
Bella? What is Octavius's niece doing here?
Thank you. Did I hear you mention a knife? Can I see it? Pim always talked about how dangerous entering a goblin's camp was. I was trying to stay away from the goblins, but I guess I should have been looking to stay away from the traps instead. You found a knife. Can I see it? She's right. It doesn't. This is my family's kitchen knife. My uncle said it was missing just the other day, but goblins don't steal knives. I don't know. This could explain why the goblins are encroaching on the farms more than usual. Maybe the sight of the knife or the smell of it is turning the already angry goblins against the farmers. I realized I just couldn't send strangers into a situation I was too scared to be in myself. I didn't get very far, though. Stepping on that trap was stupid. But I'm glad I was here to identify the knife for you.
Finding the knife we planted won't change anything, Pim.
You stole the knife? Why?
Ask your precious researcher. Her work is very enlightening.
My work? Oh, adventurer. I think I know what he's doing. My last publication was on the past major goblin wars. What started them, the factors and variables that drove all these different goblin tribes to war. Yearn 10 is recreating the exact conditions of Bone Cliff battle. There was a rough few seasons. 2 camps lost their shamans to sickness while flooding destroyed their totems. Neither tribe left the battle with enough goblins to support their camps. The only thing Yearn 10 introduced to the tale is a knife. Which explains why the goblins were so hostile to the farms. Yearn 10 doesn't just want the goblins to be violent. He wants to be paid. Yearn 10 must have the missing totems. Because he wants to lure the goblins to his hunters. They won't be paid unless the goblins are dead. And Yearn 10 is lazy enough to devise a plan to get the goblins to come to him. I think Octavius let the hunters camp in Gray's Hollow.
I'm trusting you to deal out justice for the dead goblins.
I'll meet you at Gray's Hollow. You have to get the totems back. Nothing else will stop this violence. I've never seen goblins so agitated. I hope it's not too late to return the totems to them. I'd hate to have to write up this incident as a tragedy. Not if it can be stopped. I think I'd have to. If we can resolve this peacefully, then others may need to know how we did it. Goblins are reasonable creatures, even in this state. If I return the totems, that might end this whole ordeal. Would you mind retrieving them? I don't think I can bring myself to attack a goblin. I'll only slow you down in there. I'll meet you on the western side of Gray's Hollow when you're done. I probably shouldn't stay in one spot for too long. The Bitterfish and Sharptooth goblins have well-documented totem motifs. Both will have skulls in a place of prominence. Bitterfish totems are taller and incorporate feathers, while the Sharptooth totems are shorter and very clean. I think I'd have to. If we can resolve this peacefully, then others may need to know how we did it. Goblins are reasonable creatures, even in this state. If I return the totems, I don't think I can bring myself to attack a goblin. I'll only slow you down in there. I'll meet you on the western side of Gray's Hollow when you're done. I probably shouldn't stay in one spot for too long. I'll meet you on the west side of Gray's Hollow when you have the totems. Good luck.
I don't need payment to kill you.
Over here.
Light it up!
Thank the eight. Hand me the totems. The sooner I can return them to the goblins, the sooner this mess is over. Thank you. I hope this works. I was making good progress earning these goblins' trust, but Yerntan's actions might have ruined that. Well, there's only one way to find out. Here they come. Don't attack them. I did not take your totems, but I am returning them. So please, stop. Did you see that? The displays of aggression just disappeared. Oh, they're calming down. I don't know if they'll attack either of us on sight anymore. Oh, this is impossibly exciting. I think they trust me. This is such a breakthrough for my research. See how they're not attacking us? That's proof that they're not hostile anymore. I couldn't have done this without your help. Thank you. Please, accept this. I am going to be able to return to my research with a new perspective on goblins. Although, I might keep my notes to myself for a bit. Maybe I can stop the next year in 10 by delaying my publications. I suppose I'll settle down here and make sure the two camps are protected from more interference. They deserve the same safety that the farmers want for themselves. I'm sure, in time, the farmers can learn to not be so scared of goblins. Between Bella and I think we can get Octavius to change his views. He'll help us with the others. Everyone was too blinded by their fear of the goblins to see Yerntan for the crook that he was. We can change that. I am. Like I said, the misunderstanding here was fueled by fear. But there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There are other places in Tamriel where goblins and humans coexist. It's not impossible.
Don't underestimate us! Up we go!
Welcome, Proxy. Let us speak before we go inside. This is Ellenglyn, an Ayleid ruin. I expected to find the recollection here, as they have been searching similar ruins throughout the area. They did not disappoint. I sense an aura of Daedric power as well. Perhaps that aura drew them here. Indeed. I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the recollection's purpose here. Do you still have the Echoneer, Proxy? Hermaeus Mora forged the Echoneer to reveal memories related to Athelia. It was one of the relics instrumental in defeating the Forgotten Prince and eliminating any lingering memories. Hopefully the Echoneer can help us in our investigations. The Echoneer causes memories pertaining to Athelia to become visible as nebulous manifestations. When you discover one, simply hold forth the Echoneer. The relic makes the memory unfold before your eyes. I foresee that you will need it, Proxy. Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest caution. My research revealed that Ellenglen contains a maze filled with deadly traps. We must reach the heart of the maze to find a way through. I am ready when you are. Hermaeus Mora knew he could not completely erase all knowledge of Athelia from the world. He locked away his own memories of her in glyphics hidden in Apocrypha. He created the Echoneer to reveal any lingering memories of the Forgotten Prince. The Echoneer was forgotten for centuries in the collection of a Daedric demi-prince. Hermaeus Mora saw no need to reclaim it, until now. He arranged for the Echoneer to come into my hands. I suspect I was always meant to give it to you. Ellenglen, an Ayleid ruin, most likely a temple or monastery. As you can see, little remains above ground. The vaults below are more extensive, or so I have read. Adventurers report dangerous monsters and traps within. Those who survived, anyway. I am hardly an Ayleid scholar. I know they were called Wild Elves, and they established Tamriel's first empire. Their city-states were spread across much of this region, but their empire fell during the First Era. Much about them has been lost. Many Ayleids worshipped Daedric princes. Athelia may have been among them. When the recollection began to remember Athelia, they remembered her as their god. I think they are searching for shrines to Athelia. Mere speculation, but a logical guess. Be wary. If I sensed the presence of Daedric power, the recollection likely noticed it as well. Recollection made it this far. They have met some of Ellenglen's dangers.
Don't mess with a street kid.
Aliens were fascinated with the magic of light, but this is not what we seek. Let us press on. Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
I hope I helped.
Revitalize you. There, the maze is below. The way to Ellenglin's shrine lies through the heart of the maze. Let fate renew your vigor. Feel the currents of fate flow through you. Not only a maze, but a tomb. Careful. The Aliens were practitioners of necromancy. The currents of fate shall revitalize you. Your strength.
We're the best!
Fate's guidance is not clear to me at the moment. Proceed as you are inclined to, Proxy. No doubt the requirements of fate will make themselves known soon enough.
renew your vigor, Proxy. Threads of fate restore your strength.
The chamber to the north should be the heart of the maze, but it seems we must find another entrance.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you. Let fate renew your vigor. How do you get stronger? It's amazing! Tell me the secret. Feel the currents of fate flow through you.
If that doesn't scare them, nothing will.
Feel the currents of fate flow through you. Let fate renew your vigor.
The key must unlock these gates. Let us continue, Proxy. I sense that what we seek lies somewhere to the south. We found the shrine. But who is... Oh, that is Athelia. Perhaps you can talk to her, Proxy?
I do not recognize you, yet you seem familiar. Almost like this shrine. I know I should remember it, but I do not. Tell me, what is this place? Why am I drawn here? A Daedric prince. Yes, I remember. That was what mortals called me. But Ellenglin is a proud citadel, not a crumbling ruin. Its people are wise and beautiful. They worship me. Wait. I sense something. And another memory. Hermaeus Mora. The Echenir. Yes. That is what the Abyssal Cephaliarch called it. A clever little device he wrought to find and remove things that belonged to me. Thoughts, memories, truths he did not want anyone to know. Show me. I wish to see what it reveals. Let us see what more it is.
You risk everything, Athelia. You must forsake the many paths.
You seek to diminish my prince. Why should she agree to such a demand?
To preserve reality. Her willfulness threatens all of existence.
You let your fear control you and foresee an apocalypse that will never be. Depart, Mora!
Athelia disappeared as soon as the memory ended. Let us speak outside. Let us review what we saw in the ruins, Proxy. Now it becomes clear. The recollection also seeks Athelia. They hope to find her visiting places she once knew, just as we did. Yet Athelia seems confused. I do not think she has fully regained her memories or truly understands what happened to her. I believe we witnessed the moment Hermaeus Mora first confronted Athelia about the danger she posed to reality. And we saw that she refused to heed him. It is a hard thing for any creature to change its nature, especially for a Daedric prince. We examined the locations where the threads of fate were most frayed, and learned more about Athelia and the recollection. Let us next rendezvous at Baragon's townhouse in Skingrad. I wish to consult with him about our discoveries.